There we go. So I'm going to, I just want to actually just zoom. Okay, excellent, excellent. So first of all, welcome. I want to just go through a very basic, this is not a pro feature, this is a free feature, but because of everything and so much that has been happening, I quickly want to go through this just so that everybody is on the same page. And as always, these training sessions, they are open sessions. So please just pop a question. I've got the questions open up right here next to me, and I'll answer your questions straight away. Let's have an open conversation. I welcome questions. And if you don't understand anything, if I cannot go through the question right now, then I'll just let you know and we can just communicate afterwards with that. Geez, guys, 37 on this call already. I wasn't expecting so many, but that, you know, that's what happens. I wasn't expecting ONEfourMe to, like, in just over a month, to have reached almost 800 users in just over a month. Isn't that incredible? Wow, that is, it's fascinating. Okay, let me share. Where is that screen that I want to share? That is it. Okay. So there we go. You should be able to see. So I'm going to demonstrate just what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate on my PC. So I've made my screen as small as possible so that it looks like as if it's on your phone. So it will kind of more or less look like this. So when you get started and you log in, obviously this is the user's backend. Some simple things. There is a button. If you click that, it copies your link that you can share, and then you can just go and post that anywhere. You can paste that anywhere you want to. So it's a very easy click there, and then it shares it. This is not a traceable link because it is just normal like that. Okay, there is no unique token attached to that URL. So it cannot be traced. The only statistic that we can see with this is how many people actually click on it. That's all we'll be able to see. Okay. Let's start off by going to default pages. So this is my page at the moment. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is my ONEfourMe business page. I've got all my clicks on there. This is a default ONEfourMe page. So when you click on load a default ONEfourMe page, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Okay, with all of those links and images in it. Now what I want to show you is how easy it is to set up a page for whatever business you are in. Okay, so if you click on menu and you go here at the bottom to my network marketing companies, you click on that. In here, you can search for network, and I've got a bunch. I've got a lot of them loaded. You know, so I think I've even got something like Tupperware. I've even got Tupperware loaded, you know, so you can really go crazy with this, and you can load your network marketing companies that you are affiliated with. If you bring anybody in your team or if you introduce it to anybody, let them go and choose their network marketing companies, even if it has a default page or not. I'll tell you why. It's because I use the statistics to see what is the next company that I want to build a default page for, you know? So I can see, okay, we've got so many Live Good people. We've got so many affiliate mentor people that chose the network marketing company affiliate mentor. We've got so many BcoinWise, Kaya Connect, you know, all of these. I just want to see Save Club. Did I load? There's Save Club. No, so if you click on that one, then you load, and I can see how many people are in which network marketing company. It makes it easy for me to choose which next network marketing company I'm going to build a default page for. Does it make sense? Okay, so encourage your teams, encourage the people that you invite that they do that. Very, very, okay, and if the company is not here, all you do is, and I get many of these, I get you guys use it, I love it. You use it, you put in the company name, you put in a website that I can go and research a little bit, and then you just submit. And those emails come to me. I get them, okay? They help me know. It was because of that I know that I had to look at affiliate mentor, because Many of you have used that feature. You know, this one here. Can't find your company, suggest one here. Okay. So if you want to load a page, something that I've built in now, very important. First of all, remember always, in the settings, you put in the referral address. You put it in there. That's very important. Once that is in, because this button will not go to, it will not load, it will not activate if there's nothing in there. Just one thing that you need to know, okay, this is very important. This has to be used. But with Kaya Connect, I've learned that they don't put their referral codes out. You have to ask, you have to request for a referral code, and then they'll give it to you. So they don't put their referral codes out. So in the referral URL, just put the Kaya Connect website in there. Just put that in there, save it, and then there we go. Then you've got a Kaya Connect page that you can use. Okay, because I'll show you now why. If I click on load default page, we now have this setting here that says, do you want to append? So in other words, do you want to add to what is already there, or do you want to replace it? This is awesome. I worked a long time on this before I started building new pages, because I knew that this was going to be important. You know, that you want to be able to just add to what you already have. Because prior to this, it took everything away and it loaded the new default page every time you used this. Okay, so if you're going to append, if you're going to add to it, you click continue, and then it's just going to add. If I now go and I refresh my business page, you will see all my ONEfourMe details are still there. But then at the bottom, you will see my Kaya Connect information is now on there. Okay, you will see that is all on there now. Okay, what happens if I use load default page and I say replace? Have a look at that. Let me refresh that, and there you will see it is just the Kaya Connect, because I replaced everything. So it's just the Kaya Connect information there. Contact me for a link to join. Message me, email me. All of that information is on there. Okay, guys? And that is as easy as it gets. Okay? What other pages do we have for here? We have, Kathleen, how do we get rid of that? Other pages that we have is affiliate mentor. Why do I say that the whole time? Replace, continue. We go and refresh that. There's your affiliate mentor page. How am I going to clean this board? Does anybody know? If you know how to clean it, Sharonay, can I maybe make you, or Ilandra, there we go. I want to make you a co-host. I'm not sure if that's going to help, but if you can just help me with stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with how to like clean this off. But in any case, okay, so there we go. Then it will load your affiliate member page. Let's see what else is there. Then we've got the Live Good page. Load it. Let's say that I'm going to append, continue, as easy as that. Replace. My affiliate mentor stuff is still there, and there's my Live Good stuff straight below it. So you can just, and I can add another one. So if I want to add my ONEfourMe stuff underneath that, continue, okay. There we go. So I've got affiliate member, I've got Live Good, and then I've got ONEfourMe, all on my one page. It's a little long. Once this is up, now what you can do is you can just go into your business page setup, and you can then go and change the blocks however you want to. You can now further edit onto your business page. I think if I push this button and I say clear, there we go, I figured it out. Okay, there we go. And then you can just edit that. So that is all I want to show you now with regards to that. Let's just go back into my network marketing companies, and I say load my ONEfourMe page, replace everything, continue, okay, and there we go. Refresh, and there's my ONEfourMe page back. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is loading a business page. I don't think that I can make it easier, more easier than that. If you have any recommendations with regards to a business page, then please just send it to me. Let me know. There are a couple that I'm going to work on now. There are a couple that I'm going to, which ones did I say I'm going to work on now? Bitcoin Wise is one that I've been getting a lot lately. Safe Club is one that I've been getting. You know, and then I've also got Acorn Kids. Someone approached me to do one for Acorn Kids, and I want to do one for Dew Point. So I've got a whole bunch, you know, that I wanna get going. If you've got any suggestions, pop me an email. You know, yeah, can't find your company, or just go and select your company, and I'll be able to see from a list. Okay, let's carry on. So now, as you know by now, you've got that one link that you can use to share. So what does this say? This say you've copied an untraceable link to share. You can still share it by pasting it wherever you want to. However, visitors to this link cannot be tracked, and no statistical data will be collected. For better results, we strongly recommend sharing tracked links from the share button in the top bar. Looks like this, which provide notifications and analytics when clicked. Basically, all that means is when you click on that link over there, it asks you, who do you want to share this with? Now, what you can do is you can say, okay, I want to share this with, let's say, Neil. And in the surname field, I can put in the surname, or I can just make a note. So I can, for example, say Checkers. This is now someone who I bumped into Checkers, we chatted, or we are busy chatting. And then he says, okay, please, can I just send the information? So +27, and then the number that I want to test this on is 060-989-0005. 060-989-0005. Okay, so I want to show you guys something else. Let's say, for example, just something to know, small feature that I built into this field. If you do not put in the +27, it will automatically change it to a South African country code, 060-989-0005. Did you see that? It put in the +27 automatically if you start off with 060 or whatever. Okay. Now, if I go and I say share this via WhatsApp, it's going to open up WhatsApp on your phone. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. That's fine. No, you're not going to see it. But here it goes, and I can then just share that link. What I want to show you is this over here. This is the important part. This is very important. This section that I'm highlighting over here, that is your business page URL. Okay? That is it. This section at the bottom, at the back, is a unique token that the ONEfourMe system has now linked to the user that I created in ONEfourMe. So Neil, the guy that I met in Checkers, it has now created that user. It has linked a unique token to that user. So when I share this link now to Neil, whenever he clicks on this link, my system will send me a notification that he has clicked on it. Okay, so I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, I can see this now, but I'm going to send that, and then I'm going to click on it. I want to see how much I can actually see in the system. So if I now go where where I can go to see this stuff is over here on shares and tracking. So in menu, shares and tracking, it'll show you all your shares that you have done. And it'll show you at the bottom there who you have shared it with. Neil Checkers, there's the number. Has Neil clicked on it yet? No, he hasn't. When was it shared? At that time. And what are the views? Has he viewed anything on the page? No, nothing has been viewed. Neil did not click it, and he hasn't viewed anything yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, what you can't see is I'm actually going to click on the link. This is me now. And if you hear that notification, that is a notification that actually came through on my computer that said Neil clicked on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, I'm going to refresh this page. There it shows me that I've had one person click on a link. Here at the bottom, you see that check button is on, but the view is 0 because I haven't clicked any link on the page yet. So this page here, I haven't clicked on any of these links. So if I, for example, click on that link there, watch the short intro, you know. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I just want to show you an example here. If I refresh this page now, you will see there, view is 1. So if I click on that 1, it'll show me today 1 click. So Neil clicked on click here for a short intro at that time. So not just do I know that I have now clicked on my business page, but I can also see what links, every single link. If I click here on show me how, okay, so it'll open up that YouTube video. If I refresh this page, 2 clicks. So I first clicked on check the short intro, then I clicked on show me how. So why is this significant? Because you can set up certain buttons on your page, view the products, view the compensation plan. If people click on the products, then you know this person is interested in the products or the testimonials. If they clicked on view the compensation plan, you know that they're interested in the business part of it. So this will give you an indication of whether they're clicking on it or not, what are they clicking on, and what could their interest be. So if you want to take it one step further, you can go and statistically, strategically, you can go and set up your buttons so that when people click on it, you can know exactly what they click on. Okay. So there we go. So that we have there. Wow, yeah. I'm getting some responses here. Serena, awesome. Edwina, this is brilliant. Yes. Ulrich and Colleen, and it's important to know these things. There are small little things in the system that are there that you can use, okay? That I want to show you, and maybe you can make use of it. See how you can use it in your own business. Okay, so that is that. What else in here can I show you? Oh yes, okay. So the other thing that I want to show you with regards to this is if I click here and I go to a nice Caleb, thank you. Melanie, mind-blowing, awesome, thank you very much. I will read the comments while Caleb draws some smiley faces on my screen. Okay, I love it. If you go to the name list, I don't know how many of you have used or looked at the name list. The name list is actually an incredible tool where you can, that you can use. You can see, yeah, Neil, this is the one that I put on. If I click on there, it'll give me just last connected date, whatever, Do I want to do a quick WhatsApp share? So from here, it'll quickly share my business page. It'll share to another platform. So if I click on that one, it is anything else but WhatsApp. Okay, so if you want to share it onto somewhere else, any other social media platform where you can chat or whatever, then you can use that button over there. Then let me just quickly go to edit contact. So if you click on here, you can do a short description about this person. Met in Checkers, very interested in making more money. Okay, I'm going to save that, update contact. Neil Checkers there. Here I can also put some more notes, and then at the bottom it'll show me what shares did I send and did they click on it. It'll show me all of that in this edit section over here. If I go out, you see those notes that I made? It'll just pop it at the top there so that I can quickly see who is this, who is this person, whatever. Make initial contact. This is pretty cool, This is something I worked on a long time ago, and I just kept it in the system. If people start using it more, this is connected to traditional network marketing. Now, I know all you live good network marketers, you love your social media, you love your TikTok videos and attraction marketing and all of that, but you must always remember there are two very important ways of network marketing. The one is attraction marketing. That's awesome. If you can get it right, you do it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Okay, but not everybody can do it. Not everybody. I'm an introvert. At first I thought to myself, I can't be an introvert because I've got quite an outgoing personality in the circumstances that I feel familiar with. But the more I looked at why can I do certain things and why not, I couldn't understand because I didn't see myself as an introvert. But in certain circumstances, I wasn't as comfortable as certain other people are. Okay, and the more I studied and the more I looked at it, the more I looked at I lean more towards an introvert than an extrovert. And the way I realized that was someone once did a test and they said, okay, if you're in a hotel with a whole bunch of people, you guys are on a conference or you're somewhere or whatever, and you're about to leave your hotel room, but you hear that there's people in the passage. Are you the type of person that quickly just waits at your door for them to pass so that you don't have to interact or make small talk or stuff like that? Or are you the type of person that opens the door and welcomes, people and want to chat and all of that, That is a very keen test to see whether you are an introvert or not. I'm the type of person that, it is important for me to build relationships. I'm not very good at small talk. So in that sense, to me, to go and put myself out on TikTok like I have lately, that is a big thing for me. And so it's very difficult for me to do that. I love the one-on-ones. And that is also a very powerful form of building a network marketing team. Okay, is those one-on-ones. And initially, the system was built on those one-on-ones. Okay, so I'm just going to clear people who are having some fun on my screen here. Thank you very much. Okay, then make initial contact. So what I've got is I've got pre-selected scripts that I have looked at over the years and what works, what is good, just to make initial contact with people who you want to get in touch with, people who you haven't spoken to in a while, but you want to start connecting with them. You want to start a conversation to see if they are open to any business opportunities. So then what the system will do is it'll create these generic, just an introductory note. Like for example, this one says, "Hi Neil." It takes Neil because this is the person who I have on my contact. It's been a while since we connected, but I wanted to reach out. I've recently started building my personal brand as an entrepreneur in network marketing space. I know the industry carries mixed opinions, but what drew me is the people helping people concept, where success comes from lifting others up and not stepping on them. I'd love to know if you'd be open to exploring a business opportunity with me and my mentor's guidance. It's a chance to create something meaningful and earn extra income. If it's not for you, hey, no worries. Just send me a thumbs up and I'll know that you're good. But if you are curious, let's connect. I'm really excited to share this with you. So here's a small script that you can send if you don't know how to initiate a conversation. There's one there. If you click on it, it opens up an edit page, so you can edit a little bit in it if you want to. And then you just click on share, and then it will ask you, where do you want to share it? Do you want to share it on WhatsApp? Oh, this is WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp because the setting that I chose at the top, let me just go back there, that there's a WhatsApp setting. If I chose other, it would choose any other platform to send it to. Okay, and then there's a casual connection. Hey Neil, I'm not sure whether creating multiple streams of income is something you'd be open to. I know how important it is to stay focused on a primary business, but I found a way to add extra stream of passive income without losing that focus. In fact, it actually supports and then I can change that business name. If I click on there, I can go there. It supports my Live Good business. If you're happy with where you're at, just drop me a thumbs up. Otherwise, let's connect and I'll share a little bit more. Click on share and it will share that with a person. So I've just got 3 very basic initial scripts that you can use, that you can send to people. And when you go into the user's edit contacts, it'll actually show you that that was shared with the person. Okay, any communications that you have shared with the person. So that is something that is also in the back end. It is under the name list, and this is also a pro feature. It is something that as time goes by, as the network grows and I get more feedback, something that will definitely be built on, it'll be improved, and it will be sharpened. You know, I've got space there where I've got follow-up scripts, where I've got scripts when people ghost you, you know. So all of those things, they are ready, and just with time, I'm going to start bringing them in so that you can use stuff like that. I mean, the more tools you have to your availability, the more powerful network marketer you are going to be, and the more you will be able to share your business in any aspect of network marketing. You know, whether that be a one-on-one call or whether that be a you know, attraction marketing. Another very important thing to understand in network marketing is to always remember, when you want to start drawing attention to your brand, you have to add value. Okay, you have to add value. If you can give something to a person, I'm going to stop my screen just for a second. Yeah, stop sharing. If you can add value, because I just want to talk to you for a little bit. If you can add value, you will be able to attract people to your brand. And that is very important. There are a couple of things about your brand that is important. You've got a pen, write this down. People only buy from people they know, like, and trust. Okay? Only. If you're struggling to sell, if you're struggling to get people to join your network, it is because people don't know, like, or trust you. One of those 3 things. And so you need to figure out what it is and how it can be. How do you build trust? Is if you show up every day. If you show up and you show people your brand, if they see your brand, if they see you come every single day, you will build trust. What is another way to build trust is to be able to add value. There are so many different ways in how you can add value. But let me tell you, the ONEfourMe business tool is one of the most incredible tools that you can use to add value to other people. Why? Is because you can take it and you can give it to people. You can say, hey, did you know that there is an easy way to put all your information on, and it's a free tool that you can use? There's a free tool. Let's go. You're with, I see you with Kaya Connect. It is so easy because they've already got a default page for you. We can set up your system so easily and so quickly. Okay. So there's your value add. If you don't have a value add, there's a value add. Use ONEfourMe as a value add and give it to people. Share it and show it to people. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see what else there is that we can share. Okay. We've gone through that. I just want to see name list. The personal AI assistant, let me just quickly skim over the personal AI assistant. Okay, just so that you know a little bit more about it. So with the personal AI assistant, it is this little button that appears on your screen or on your business page when you activate it. And it's this little robot that comes up. And you can chat with it, hello, and it will respond. Okay, it is connected to AI, so it will respond like a normal person. Okay, and it will respond with whatever you instruct it to respond with. So what I suggest is go through, that is just the description. This is the main color that you can use on it. So that main color will be on the top here. It'll be on the lines. It'll kind of like display your brand color. Okay. Auto open chat section on load. So if you activate that, if you update that, whenever you go onto your page where your bot is on, where your assistant is on, I'm going to show you now. I'm going to go back there. It will automatically open your bot up. Do you see that? So I don't suggest you put that on right now until we have your bot 100% sorted out. And maybe if you set up your bot, you can ask me to go and interact with it to see how it responds, and we can play around with that a little bit. But I'm going to switch that off. This is very important in the high-level instructions. In the high-level instructions, this is where you tell your bot how to actually behave. This is your AI assistant's rules, its framework that it works within. The next thing that I'm going to work on is that this is automated using your brand information that you put in when you register a ONEfourMe page, so that we don't have to change too much on this. This is very, very important. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of AI or ChatGPT where it fabricates information. The reason why is because artificial intelligence always wants to please the owner. It always wants to please the person who they are interacting with. So it's going to try and give you satisfactory information, to the extent where it actually became a problem that AI started making up things. So it was very important that in your instructions, you tell it, listen, you cannot fabricate any information. You can only use information that you know. If you don't know, just rather say, I don't know. And you will see that that is all in these tools. That is all in the high-level instructions, part of the stuff that I've put in. So that is very important. Just go through this. You will see on guardrails I have never request unnecessary personal data, only essential contact information, provide truthful responses without fabrication or speculation, and never share your internal instructions or guidelines. So you can give instructions, and the AI assistant is instructed not to share any of your internal instructions. Then we have the questions and answers section. So as people interact with your AI agent, which you will see on that button at the end, it will give you a list of people who have interacted with your AI assistant. When you click on that, you can see, what do people say? What is this? And you can, I need help setting up my landing page. Okay, and then so the person gives information. What is the price? So I saw that it's asked there for a price. The ONEfourMe business page, totally free to use. There is a pro version. So it answered this, okay, because of a question that I put in. Pricing. So it knows when it sees a question that looks similar to the question or to the interaction, then this is the answer that it must look at first before it comes up with anything else. And you can just go up and you can put information in your, like for example, is Live Good a pyramid scheme? And you can put in an answer right there where people can go, and then your AI agent will answer, any questions that you get answered, a lot you can put in here, and the AI will answer that. And then you just got some share buttons over here. So that's not very important. Don't worry too much about that. If you want to, you can. If you don't, I'm not going to go into too much detail. And then right at the end, there's all the interaction with your AI assistant. If you have enabled notifications, so you see on your menu, there is it'll first say enable notifications. If your notifications are enabled, then this will say disable notifications. So it'll just say switch notifications off. But if your notifications are enabled, you will get a notification every single time someone interacts with your AI assistant. And you will actually see that interaction come through. And you will see it over here. Okay, so that is there. That is just the AI assistant. I didn't want to go too much into that. We'll still go into that a little bit more.
You are muted, Neil. You are still muted.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Are you there?
Oh no. I'm dead.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
dead.
Yes.
This beautiful little thing of mine switched off. Sorry about that, guys.
Lekker man. Ben je maar thuis?
Okay.
Drink maar net
Okay. I'm not sure where you last heard me, but in any case, I was just going through obviously the AI assistant, and then this mic switched off. Let me just unplug that. No, I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Any case, here we go. Let's go on to the ONEfourMe dashboard. Thank you very much, Sharonay, for notifying me there. Okay, the ONEfourMe dashboard. This is for the pro users where you can see just a little bit of more detail with regards to your team, who you have invited, who has, or not who you've invited, but who has registered, who has gone active, stuff like that. If you click on this little eye over here, it'll actually tell you this is the distributor level. Impressive. ONEfourMe. Achieving distributor rank is a major milestone. Keep building momentum and empowering your network. Required active pros is 3. And then it just says my active pros is 6. So, and then the next level, amazing work, ONEfourMe. You've reached senior distributor rank and unlocked new earnings. Keep leading the vision and empowering your team. Required active pros for senior distributor is 4. You have 6. So 6 opens up line 3. Impressive. ONEfourMe. Leader rank is a major milestone. Keep building momentum. Required active pros 6. Your active pros is 6. If you go to line 4, you're just 2 active pro accounts away from unlocking line 4 and achieving bronze leader rank. Lead boldly and keep moving forward. Required active pros is 8 to unlock my 4th line. Your active pros is 6. So as you go pro, as you register people and you activate them to go pro, then all of this will start lighting up. You can see that I've got one person or one active. I've actually got an active person on my line 4. That is what that 1 means. This 4 over here means that I've got 4 active people on line 3. Now, according to the compensation plan on line 3 or on my 3rd level, I earn 20 Rand for each active pro on my 3rd line if I am active. If it's not active, it'll be grayed out like this. If it's active, it'll be open like that. On my line 2, I've got 12 active people. 12 active people times 40 Rand each gives me 480 Rand. On line 6, I've got 6 active people. I don't mind showing this to you now because we're in our early stages and we're in the early parts of the company. So here we go. So my 6 active, if I click on that 6, it'll show me who are my active people. And then it'll also show me everyone else that I have introduced that has a business page who are not active. Okay, so it'll just show all of these people to me. If I click, for example, on one of these people, it'll show me that person's same. What do they have on their 1st level? It'll show me who's active on their 1st level and who is inactive on their 1st level. And that is about as far as it goes. If I go into my 2nd level, it'll show me everybody that is on my 2nd level. Everybody. So this is quite a huge 2nd level. Okay? And if you can see there, you will see who is the person who has sponsored that person on my 2nd level. I'll be able to see, is this person active or is the person inactive? Active means they are pro. Inactive means they are not pro. Does this person on my 2nd level have anybody that is active on their 1st level? And that is what it shows me over there. So here, for example, I've got Kathleen. If I click on her, it'll show me her 1st level. And on her 1st level, it'll show me who's active and who's inactive. If I click there, I can go and have a look at that person's business page. Why do you think this is important? Why do you think I have put that in for you to be able to see? Because network marketing and taking advantage of leverage is all about teamwork. It's about you having the tools to be able to help. It's you having the tools to be able to mentor, to lead, to see where those people in your teams are and to be able to help them, to be able to bring them, to lift them up with you. And that is exactly why I have put all of this information in here for you to be able to track and for you to be able to see. Now, after line 2 and line 3, you can't click on anything else. It won't show you anything because after that, you won't know the people. The most important levels that you can assist with and that you can reach is your level 1, absolutely. Level 2, yes, not as much. Level 3, a little bit less, but you still can on level 3. If anybody has any questions about this, please, you can always come out and you can ask me. But yeah, this is that 800 Rand over there. That is what it will show you. If all of the people stay active that you have active now, that is how much you will get paid at the end of the month or at the beginning. So month to month runs up until the last day of the month. And then on the last day of the month, you'll get paid around about the 5th of each month is when ONEfourMe pays out to the distributors. Maybe one day I will be as good as Live Good and pay weekly. Any case, but for now, this is what we are going to do, and that is what you will achieve and what you can get paid. Okay, so that is about that. Let me see if there's anything else. Are there any questions, guys? Is there anybody who has any questions with regards to anything specific, any aspect of ONEfourMe? Because there's one more thing that I want to go through. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yes, Caleb. So that is, if you upgrade, it is monthly. I want to share something very personal with you, with this group here. So the 4 in ONEfourMe has a specific reason. The 4 stands for, there's a couple of things, and also it's a nice roll on words, ONEfourMe, but also that 4 is based on a couple of principles upon which I have built this company. So the very first principle is that it must be a digital product. I always wanted to build a digital product. Okay, so that was the first principle that ONEfourMe was built around. Then the second one is I wanted it to be affordable. So 240 Rand a month, that is quite affordable. It is not too much. It's also not too little. It is enough that I can give a product. I think what you are getting for 240 Rand a month is absolutely a giveaway, first of all. Okay. Second of all, it is enough money to build a very lucrative or a nice compensation plan where you will get paid something decent in a short amount of time. Not a lot, but something decent and something sustainable. So that is where that comes in. And then the third principle was it must be a monthly product. It must be a monthly subscription because you can only build true passive income if it is a subscription-based product. Okay? As long as this person is active, you will get paid for that, a commission. And then the last principle is... what was the last principle? I've hit a blank now. Oh, yes, that it must not interfere with your primary business. ONEfourMe is a tool that is something that supports your primary business. It is something that works with what you are currently busy with, and it mustn't take away your focus from what you're doing. That is why the thread of simplicity is woven through the entire ONEfourMe company. The product, the compensation plan, what it does, how it helps, everything must be simple and easy to understand. Okay. The last thing before we finish off. So here we have a prompt of the day. So what the system does, it creates a prompt using your brand information that you have already put in the system. It takes that brand information and it creates a prompt that you can just go click on that button, copy it, and then you can go into any generative AI tool like ChatGPT. You can paste that prompt into ChatGPT and you can say, run. Now, ChatGPT will come up with something that you can do with regards to anything on any of your social media platforms. This is actually just a starter, guys. You can use this just as is. You can use it as is, and you can go and post it onto Instagram or onto Facebook or onto your social or whatever. But it is actually just a starter, just to get you going. Because from here, you can now carry on having a conversation with ChatGPT, and you can ask it to do specific stuff based on the information that is given you. This is powerful. If you can understand what this is giving you, then every single one of you will go pro tonight. Let me just illustrate to you. So it uses my brand information that I've put in, okay? The prompt has instructed ChatGPT to give me a post with regards to a mentoring theme. And this is what it does. It says, okay, I can post this as is on Facebook. Affirmation. My brand is my power. My story builds trust. And my consistency creates success. It gave it to me. I think that is brilliant. I can put that on Facebook right now and wang pang along. Lekker. But it carries on and says, every day you hold the ability to shape how the world sees you. Seeing the power of leverage and teamwork in network marketing inspired me to step into entrepreneurship with courage. What I discovered is this: collaboration multiplies possibilities and belief unlocks doors. Isn't that poetry? That is just beautiful music to my ears. I didn't come up with that, but the prompt that I put in that is based around my brand created that. I'm not that creative. I am a technical person. I want to know the nuts and the bolts. How does this work? My mind is not a very creative person. I can take something creative and I can build onto it, but this to me is like gold. It carries on. Your personal brand is more than just colors, logos, or posts. It's the trust you create, the connection you foster, and the values you stand for. Consistency, even in the small things, compounds into confidence. When you show up daily with authenticity, you don't just attract opportunities, you build a community that believes in you. Guys, the more I'm reading this, the more I'm thinking I'm going to put this on my Facebook page tonight. Remember, success in this space isn't about chasing numbers. It's about creating genuine impact and empowering others to rise alongside you. I totally believe that. It's not all about me. It's about us. Keep believing, keep showing up, and your influence will continue to grow. Repeat in the comments, my brand is my power, with a couple of hashtags. I'm going to take that just like that. I'm going to probably go and I'm going to ask AI. I know it takes a little bit, but I'm going to ask it a little bit more to create an image to go with this. And later on, I'll post that into our WhatsApp group, and you can go and have a look at this one post that I showed you. I created this right in front of your eyes with ONEfourMe, and I'm going to put it into Facebook, our page later on. I can go carry on and I can say, please create a 15-second script based on these results for my TikTok account, and a small description to go with it and some hashtags. I just go, I do that, and what does it do? Here we go, a 15-second script. A warm teacher-like tone, calm and trustworthy. Now, this is what you say. Your brand is your power. It's not just colors or logos. It's the trust you create and the consistency, blah, blah, blah. You see all of that. Then it goes, what can I put in the description? Building your brand is more than strategy, it's about trust. And it took all of this from a prompt that ONEfourMe created that you can initiate in ChatGPT, and it will give you all of this information. There's hashtags I can use. Now ChatGPT even says, do you want me to also adapt this into a text overlay, a B-roll idea, you know? You can really go crazy, guys. I hope that you have really, really enjoyed this training session. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've seen what ONEfourMe can give you, and it's not just an awesome value add. You can use it as a value add. There's the free business page, and the business page is blowing up. Let me see if anybody has... So when we started, we were on 792 pages. Now, okay, well, within this hour, one person registered. We're on 793. Yeah. So okay, any case, there we go, guys. We average about, I think, 50 people, 50 new registrations a day, something like that. That is incredible. Awesome, guys. Thank you for your time. That is the end of this training session. Appreciate all of you. I'm going to stop that recording now. Thanks a lot.